We're back in the sledging room. Saurabh, Kingshuk. We are looking ahead to what promises to be a helter-skelter of a test season.
Absolutely.
Like what has happened in the cricket schedule, if you look at it, Saurabh, Kingshuk, we played the ODI World Cup
Yeah.
and then the T20 World Cup. So there's very little time for the test series to get completed before the World Test Championship. If you look at every team, Pakistan is playing 7 home tests in a season. Probably over the last decade, they didn't even play 7 home tests over the last decade. But they have been forced to play 7 or 6 home tests.
Yeah.
India again are playing 4 home tests and then going to Australia to play 5 tests. Because the World Test Championship final is coming up and now this is going to be a crowded test season, which is good for us.
Yeah.
After watching all those T20 cricket and all that, we'll just sit back and, enjoy a little bit of test cricket over the next few months. If you look at this table as well, Saurabh,
Yeah.
India are on top,
Yes.
Australia are second, and your favorite team, Bazballing England, are somewhere at the 7th or 8th spot. 7th spot.
yeah.
7th spot.
Out of 9 teams in the table. Is it going to be India versus Australia again? What do you guys think?
It looks like. Because if you see, India are going to play 10 test matches. We played 2 home series and then we go to Australia.
Yeah.
We first host Bangladesh for 2 match test series.
And 3 against New Zealand.
3 against New Zealand.
I got it wrong.
So 5 matches at home and then 5 test match series in Australia.
And that's the end of our cycle, right?
Yes. Right now we are at top of the table. And Australia is going to be a challenging tour for us. Definitely it is going to be. Because we are going to field a young side which has won in India but it has not been tested outside India. But given our record in Australia, last time when a Border-Gavaskar trophy was won by Australia, MS Dhoni was our test captain.
Virat was your test captain.
Virat
Don't go there.
Dhoni retired midway because he was so ashamed of himself. He could not win anything.
Yeah.
Any test series outside.
Quit midway during that series.
He ran away.
Yeah.
As a captain, he ran away and he asked Virat, "Oh, young Virat, can you please take over?" I was like, "Yeah, I will take over if you are running away. What option do I have?"
Yeah.
So this is what happened.
Yeah.
And since then, Virat took over and Virat changed our test fortunes and we went to beat Australia twice. One when Virat was leading the team throughout the series, one when Virat had to leave the test series because he was expecting his first child.
Yeah.
And then Ajinkya Rahane laid a bruised, battered young Indian side to a historic test series win. That Gaba ka ghaman toota, everything happened. So I think it's India versus Australia again. I believe it will be again another test final, WTC final, which I hope we win it.
If you were a betting man,
Yeah.
apart from India, who would you have?
Pakistan.
Yes, I was going to say that.
Because Kaptan Shan Masood, before Saurabh unleashes whatever he's going to unleash, Kaptan Shan Masood today, on Tuesday, right?
Yes.
August
Tuesday.
20.
Yeah.
Speaking ahead of the 2 test series against Bangladesh, which marks their start of the home season.
Wearing green also. So
Yeah. With stars? No. So, Kaptan Shan Masood said that they want to play entertaining cricket, which they did during the 3-0 loss in Australia.
Yes, it was completely very entertaining.
They want to play entertaining cricket at the same time look at results. They finished 6th and 7th in the last 2 World Test Championships.
Yes.
But Shan Masood said, it's time we buckle up and we play according to our strengths. We are capable of doing it and we want to play the final, is what he said.
Yeah.
We want to play the final. And they have a new coach, Jason Gillespie, who has done tremendous work through his playing career, his coaching career.
Yeah.
Very instrumental in revival of Ishant Sharma and all of them.
Yes.
So I am expecting something good from Pakistan's test team.
more importantly, not an online coach.
Yeah.
Hands-on.
Online coach.
And
Yeah.
further, more importantly, did not get 14-day time before a world tournament or something like that begins. Right? So
Pakistan are going to play 9 test matches from here.
Yeah, and they have to win 7 out of them.
7 out of them, which is...
So Bangladesh, 2 tests now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bangladesh. And
Then they host England.
Host England for 3 tests.
Yeah.
Where your Bazballing Ben Stokes might do something silly. Jason Gillespie is there.
Oh, yes.
So they have a chance
Hope
of...
against hope.
They have a
Akshay
chance
hopes.
of pulling it.
Yeah.
And then away against South Africa is a
Yeah.
simple thing for...
Yeah, Pakistan going to win
Not
that.
happening.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Away against South Africa. And then 2 against West Indies at home.
Yes.
To complete their schedule. They, in fact, completed by January, by the time India also completes their
So together almost.
Together, yeah.
Parallelly running.
Yes. So they will fly to South Africa before they host West Indies in January.
Yes.
Pakistan's biggest problem is that, so clearly they're not making it. If you were a betting man, you would not bet on them, obviously.
Yeah.
Their biggest problem is the pitches that they essentially make, the wickets that they essentially make. Remember the last time Australia and England toured them, they made flat decks,
No,
absolutely
that was
flat
not
decks.
flat. That was something else. That's
Yeah,
something
that
beyond
was cement as hell.
That was road.
Right, road, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Full national highway setup.
Device for Babar Azam to get his stats better.
But that also did not happen.
But he
That
scored a
also
couple
did
of
not
hundreds.
happen. Australia snuck in a 1-0 win.
Now you only read Rawalpindi ka record dekh ke you were like, oh, this guy has a tremendous.
Yeah, obviously.
So all those roads only contributed to those. records.
So let me put a caveat in it. Against Bangladesh, he scored a century. The quality team that he played, Australia, he scored 36 in there. No 50s, and that's the only innings that he did not score a 50 at Rawalpindi.
The last time India faced Bangladesh, Shreyas Iyer and a poor R. Ashwin had to save them.
But then you were playing in Bangladesh.
So that's the thing, that you have to make pitches according to your strengths, and Bangladesh have done this brilliantly well.
Yes.
They have defeated New Zealand at home, they almost defeated India at home,
Yeah.
and that is something that Pakistan just not have been able to do. When Bazballing England came to their home, they gave them roads. What happened? 450 runs in a day, 3-0 loss.
Yeah.
You have to give something
but
to your
you're not-
bowlers.
Australia
You are
played
not-
something, some other, a very completely different brand of cricket, but still managed to win.
You are not understanding the true plan of Pakistan cricket.
Yeah.
Come on.
So
sir.
Bangladesh cricket,
Yeah.
what they do is they prepare pitches,
Spin-friendly tracks, yeah.
so that they can pose a challenge to teams touring them.
That's obviously natural.
Understandable.
Right? Any team.
But what happens when they go outside? They get battered, they get slammed everywhere. Every team comes.
They don't
and-
play a lot of test
Did they
matches
not win
outside
Did they
anyway.
not win a test in New Zealand?
Yes.
One test they won. I think.
Once in a blue moon,
Yeah.
that happened.
Whenever they win, it is historic.
Yeah.
Because it is the first time that they are doing it. So if they win against Pakistan right now at
It's
their
historic.
home, it's going to be
Yeah, they
historic.
have never beaten Pakistan in a test match.
Yeah.
So right now Pakistan cricket is going through a transition period.
Yeah.
Sharma was made a captain, and it was said that because he has played county cricket, he captains a side over there also, so he understands the intricacies of test cricket.
Yeah.
And he will lead the team very, very nuancedly. But then the former Pakistan cricketer Basit Ali has come out and said, I am very disappointed. Shan Mashood, I was expecting him to be a captain, a leader. But he is also turning out to be PCB's yes man. And whatever he is doing, it's not he who is doing. He has been told by the PCB management to take the decision, and he's just going and defending the decision in the press conference.
What kind of decisions is Bazballing exactly talking about?
Like Pakistan have chosen all pace attack against Bangladesh in Rawalpindi Test. And they have left out Abrar Ahmed,
Yeah.
which even Wasim Akram has slammed, Basit Ali has slammed. They are like, how many paces do you need to pick up 10 wickets?
20.
20 wickets in two innings in a test match.
He meant 20 pacers to pick 10 wickets.
No.
So you have 3 paces.
Yeah.
You have at least every good team has one good spinner. Even England carries Jack Leach, or now they have got different spinners.
Yeah.
Australia have Nathan Leon. India have Ashwin and Ravin Jadeja. Akshar also is rising up.
Yeah.
So this is what they are saying. Ki whenever you are playing, so Shan Masud comes out and said, no, whenever we play in Rawalpindi,
First
it
class
helps
matches,
the seamers. Understandable. Still, they are saying you should have at least one spinner in your squad. Because the one spinner they have, I think he's Salman Ilaga, who is just a part-time bowler.
Part-time bowler. Mainly a batter.
Yeah, mainly a batter. He's a batter.
Is he better than Joe Root as a spinner?
Joe Root is a legend. Joe Root has a golden arm.
He will come to defend that strategy from.
No, so
I found that very, that argument I found it was very surprising also that Pakistan didn't name a spinner in their 11. Because I still remember a Shane Warne tweet, something he said about playing a spinner. I think India playing a spinner. Ashwin should have played in Melbourne or somewhere.
Yes.
That he tweeted.
I think,
one of them.
I think that's the WTC
final,
final.
first final against New Zealand.
Yeah,
Wait,
so
he did play that one, didn't he?
No, he did not.
No. One of the users on the social media platform asked Shane, what do you know about spin?
What do you know about spin?
To talk about this.
Do you know Shane?
Yeah.
Do you know Shane? There are clouds in Lords or whatever. And what do you know?
What
does he know, right?
But like we always pointed out, how even if you have picked 5 pacers, you need that spin bowler to give your pacers some breadth.
Yes, absolutely.
And some sort of dimension to the attack.
See,
I
exactly.
mean, it's not exactly a seaming wicket, is it?
Yeah.
Or it's not swinging profusely
Yeah.
so that the left armer
you're
can
not
give
gonna
you a
prepare-
different
you're
angle.
not going to prepare a green top with overcast skies. You're not
Yeah,
going to
you're
emulate.
not gonna do
You're
that.
not going to
That's what I'm
emulate a
saying.
London, or you're not going to emulate a typical New Zealand conditions. So as conditions, I think a spinner was warranted, but I don't know. Shan Masood was also asked whether this was some Australian influence in it.
Jason
with Jason
Gillespie.
Gillespie coming. He said, no, it's the way we want to play cricket. We want to make use of the conditions. Like he pointed out, in first class cricket, Rawalpindi is a fast pitch. It assists the pacers. So we want to make use of that. But I can't understand why they... And at the same time, Bangladesh have 2 spinners.
Yes.
As all-rounders, Shakib and Mehdi. Both of them are
And
high
Shakib
quality.
is a full-time spinner. But I think the one things that we have to look at
No,
is
but
that
what I'm saying is, if at all the spin, it takes a little bit of spin, these two can run through batting orders.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
Pakistan will be left red faced. So
Yeah. No, I think there is an argument where are Pakistan now looking at a change of wickets then?
Maybe
to
they are.
give
Maybe
them a
they
little
are.
bit of grass, whatever.
look at whom they are going to invite home. England and West Indies. To be fair, both of them have better paces than Pakistan.
Yeah.
A couple of Naseem
Absolutely.
Shah, yes. England have a well-rounded pace attack who are used to playing in these conditions.
Absolutely.
When you come to India, when you come to the subcontinent, what are you scared of?
Spin.
Spin.
Absolutely.
Right? And it's not like Pakistan have never had a tradition of spinners, right? Who's Shakleen Mushtaq? Who's Mushtaq Ahmed?
Yeah.
Did they not pick you wickets? Did they not win you test matches? Why this absolute... When you start a home season, and what message are you sending that Abraham Ahmed guy?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What message are you sending to those spinners who have worked hard in the domestic season? Nothing. We are going with an all-out pace attack. Yeah, no problem with that if it works. But as an overseas team, when I come to the subcontinent, I always have spin in at the back of my mind.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
We have seen teams spooked by spinners.
Yeah.
Australia, when they came to BGT, they overthought what was on offer in India, and they paid the price for it, right? So I don't know. Maybe, yes, Pakistan don't have an Ashwin or a Jadeja or an Akshar, but they do have quality spinners who they can make use of, is what I think.
And I always think that when you're going on a big run of home tests, if your pacers don't have miles under their legs and they come into the first test match, that is, if you have a 5-men pace attack, you are prone to injuries.
Yes,
And once that
absolutely,
happens at the start of that home stretch, it happens throughout the home stretch.
I hope Pakistan don't go to South Africa at the end of the year with all spin attacks.
Yes,
All spin attack,
This is what
exactly,
is
exactly.
worrying. Because, I can't blame Shan Masood.
Yeah.
So the guy is leading his second test
Second
series as
series,
Pakistan
yeah.
captain. First series he had Mohammad Hafiz
Yeah.
as the director of cricketer, coach, whatever you want to say. Now he has got Jason Gillespie. 2 different men. Hafiz did not know how to play test cricket. He was never a successful test cricketer. Hafiz. Gillespie, on the other hand, he is a proven coach. I understand that. But that Pakistan cricket mindset, the Pakistan cricket board, the way they run things over there, because you see there have been so much controversies going around. Right now, Shan Masood had to address not just the team selection, also the team unity questions, where Naseem Shah had also raised questions. So, Pakistan cricket is going to a different phase altogether. Leave winning test matches if they can field a team that fights and fights to the hilt. That will be a victory for Shan Masood and Jason Gillespie, if you ask me. Yes, they can beat Bangladesh. They should beat Bangladesh. They are playing Bangladesh at their home where they have never lost. Naseem Shah, when he last played a test match against Bangladesh in Rawalpindi, he picked up a test hat-trick. So
That was very early, right?
Yeah, that's very early.
Very
But
early. Second, third test match of his career.
I also think that what Pakistan might have thought is that if you give them turning tracks, Bangladesh will roll them over. Bangladesh absolutely have better spinners.
They got spooked at their own venue.
Yeah, probably.
That is the thing, that Pakistan test tracks are not meant to give you results. That's such a safe track. I think we were discussing at one point of time where they are rolling out wickets for their batters to, make
Accumulate
their stats bigger.
accumulate runs.
And it's so pointless in this era of test cricket where you are fighting to win a championship. You're not just looking for stats ki, okay, we were undefeated for, 7 home series. That doesn't work anymore. What does a draw get you? Nothing.
When did Pakistan last won a test match in Pakistan? Do you guys remember?
New Zealand ke saath ek
They last
jeeta
won
kya?
in 2021.
This came against?
This came against New Zealand only.
I think New Zealand, 1-1 draw, I think they did.
Fine. Last 3 years, they had Babar as the captain, coaches changed, and they could not win anything at home. Now, they have got a new captain who has been at the helm of affairs from last 6, 7, 8, 9 months. Jason Gillespie, I respect whatever he has done, but he will find it very challenging to impose that same culture in Pakistan.
You have two brilliant men right now at the helm of your cricket. Gary Kirsten for the white ball,
Yeah.
Gillespie for the red ball. If politics hinders those two minds to give what they can potentially give Pakistan cricket, that's a huge loss of whatever many years that they have been contracted to.
Absolutely, you are absolutely right. But given what Pakistan is capable of, because you see Pakistan as a T20 side used to be a good side. Now they have lost that aura also. Okay, they were very poor in the T20 World Cup, in the ODI World Cup,
We thought they would be good in the ODI World Cup because
Yeah.
it's essentially the same conditions.
and they were very very proud of their team.
Yeah.
I think Imam came out and said that teams are very afraid of facing Pakistan ODIs. We have a very good bowling unit. We have a batting order which can possess score more runs, but nothing happened. They
and
lost.
they were given great venues also. Hyderabad is a brilliant batting track.
Yes,
And they lost against the Dutch, I think,
yes.
in the first game.
Yeah. So Pakistan as a team, it's not just about formats. Whatever you might say, this politics of, because they have made, I was listening to a Pakistani journalist, a senior Pakistani journalist. He said that the T20 World Cup against India, the 10-wicket win in Dubai, did us more harm than good.
No, because it put Babar and Rizwan
Yeah,
at the
Babar,
top
Rizwan,
for a
Shahid
long
were treated
time.
as gods. A country which was used to reaching finals of ICC tournaments was very happy after defeating India and reaching a ICC T20 World Cup final and a semi-final. After that, what happens? Change of captaincy, too much controversies, infighting, and now you see where is Pakistan.
Captain taking back captaincy.
So this whole narrative around Pakistan cricket, very very complex things, because even Pakistan Cricket Board, you have seen teams change their captains. Pakistan Cricket Board captain बदलते हैं, कोच बदलते हैं, PCB का head बदल देते हैं. So everything is changed. There is no stability.
So it's unfair to expect them to play the World Test Championship final this time, right?
Yeah, but if not Pakistan, then who?
Australia and India.
Yes.
Australia, so we're keeping. We know that Australia will be
so
there.
you are asking me who
See,
is
Australia have 7 more tests to play.
Yeah, 5
Out of
against
which
us.
they have to win 4. 5 against India and 2 in Sri Lanka.
Okay.
Can that be a slippery slope for them?
So if India
Yeah.
managed to do what they have been doing in Australia over the past 2 tours,
Yeah.
Australia are in very, very deep trouble where they can miss out on ICC final. For the first time in last 4 years, they will miss out. No, they missed out the T20 World Cup final.
Yeah.
But they will miss out on ICC final again.
And you know what? I think that might happen.
You don't trust Pat
You know,
Cummins?
No, I trust
see.
Pat Cummins. I don't trust the thing that they are doing with their batting order.
Exactly my point.
I think Australian bowling unit is the best in the world in whatever format we play, bar T20.
I have my reservation around
That's completely fine. But without a shadow of a doubt, the promotion of Steve Smith to the opening position will do them more harm than good.
I was
But
very
it
shocked.
was his call, is what they
It was
said.
exactly, how do you give a former captain that much power
Yes.
to roll you over? There are players sitting in their domestic setup. Matt Renshaw's there. I think Cameron Bancroft also
Bancroft's
opens, does
also
he?
there, yeah. He's an opener.
These players are there to take over the
Bancroft
place.
was involved in some sandpaper gate, right? How can he be
So
brought
Steve
back?
Smith was not involved. David Warner was not involved.
That's exactly the
Yeah.
yardstick they have been using.
So Australian cricket, what shocked me was Steve Smith is one of the greatest test batters. Leave this era of any era. What he has done with the bat when he went to England in 2019 Ashes.
Yeah.
And he has been sensationally successful in the middle order at number 4, I think.
Yeah.
Why will you change that batting order? You have a good thing. Why will you fix that has not to be fixed? You fix something that's broken. You fix your opening slot because Usman Khwaja needs an opener partner.
Yeah.
Because Warner has retired. Why not promote a young guy?
Yeah.
You're talking about Cameron Green. Mitchell Marsh was being...
We always keep talking
touted.
about how everything that they do in Test cricket is a specialist's job.
Yeah.
Opening is a specialist job. Number 3 is a
Yes.
specialist job. 4, whatever, lower order, Travis Head is a specialist job. And then with that particular position, once Warner decided to leave, he said Sydney will be my last hit. Then every name, every white ball name came flushing in.
Yes.
Cameron Green, Mitchell Marsh, Steve Smith for that matter. And I don't think that a team with the legacy of Australia should be doing that.
They should not be doing that. Because when West Indies defeated Australia in Gaba, yes, West Indies were fantastic.
Shamar was fantastic.
I agree with everything. I am a big fan of Sharma, what he did and what he's doing right now in Test cricket. But you have to say that because the way they played cricket, and after that, why will you promote Steve Smith as the opener?
You know, Australia have a problem with these broken, injured cricketers.
Okay.
If we are able to break backs of our couple of bowlers, fingers taken off and stuff like that, I think 5-0 victory assured for us.
So last time also our broken
It
injured
happened,
team.
didn't it?
Yeah.
A full fit West Indies could not beat Australia.
Yeah.
Broken foot Shamar took 7 wickets in the first spell of his life. That is such a odd thing to
before we
think
head
of.
to a proper India-Australia, look at what has happened over the last 10 years. I have to say that England have a chance of reaching the World Test Championship.
Okay. How many matches are they
9
playing?
matches are left.
How many have they have to win?
9.
Oh yes, they
From
can.
here, yeah.
Who all are they playing?
9 out of 9. See, 3 against Sri Lanka, which starts on
Where
21st.
where do they play?
Home.
At
It
home.
starts tomorrow.
Okay.
3 tests against
So
Sri
okay,
Lanka.
given they have won 3 tests, Sri Lanka is a bad team.
Given that what Sri Lanka have done to England in the past in England, that's
Okay.
also not a given. After that, they go touring Pakistan for 3 matches.
That I'll give them 3-0.
3-0 already.
3-0
Yeah.
I'll give them.
And then they have to
That
play.
Pakistan will give them.
They have
Yes.
to play 3 tests in New Zealand.
New Zealand are not a very good side when they play at home, right?
But you
Because-
know what? Actually, what? New Zealand, the conditions are not changing towards a little batting side. See the number of double centuries
Yes.
that Williamson's hit in the recent past. Over the last year, in fact. I think 2 doubles and 2 hundreds at home.
But when India go there, nothing happens.
Yeah, which is odd.
You know, England's
No, England, I think, it's a very difficult task for them.
so West Indies have been
9 out
knocked
of 9
out.
not happening.
England will be the next side to be knocked out.
Bangladesh have to win
Could
6 out of 8. They're coming to India to play 2 tests.
They will beat us, right?
And then they are playing hosting South Africa for 2 tests at home, which they probably can. But South Africa also have a very good spin attack in Maharaj, and if they want to play someone like Shamsi,
But can South African batters survive
That's the thing.
Bangladesh spin attack?
they are still better equipped. Henrik Klaasen is not going to play test matches,
Yeah.
so they're still better equipped than before, is what I believe.
Okay.
Right? At least not having the mental block that you're coming to India to face Ashwin and Jadeja will put them in a better situation. But again, like we discussed, Sri Lanka have to win 6 out of 9. But England, 9 out of 9, can they pull off something great there?
Highly doubtful, man.
Highly doubtful.
And Ben Stokes is
Highly
injured.
doubtful.
Then yeah, that might
That could
actually
be a
prove
good thing, you know.
Good thing.
Okay.
for-
Actually could be a good thing.
Yeah.
Because
So
if
do you think Oli Pope can lead England to a test series win against Sri Lanka in their homeland?
I mean, I'm not sure if Oli Pope can lead, but I think England can win against Sri Lanka.
No, but for that your captain has to inspire you, right?
Anybody can inspire you. I mean, if Harry Brook is your vice captain, how old is Harry Brook?
Yeah.
What is he going to inspire? He's going to play his cricket, right?
Who
No,
was Ajinkya
when
Rahane?
when
Who
Virat
was
Kohli-
Ajinkya Rahane
yeah.
when he...
When Virat Kohli became India's captain, how old was he?
Yeah.
But are you actually comparing Harry Brook and
Ben
Virat
Stokes-
Kohli
I'm
I'm
and
not
Oli
comparing
Pope?
anyone. I'm
Lord.
not
Stokes
comparing.
did that 2 years ago, saying that,
I am not comparing
he's gonna
anyone. I'm
become
just
the next
asking
Virat.
you. I'm asking questions
Yeah.
because this is the best you have. Oli Pope is going to lead your
Yeah,
side.
yeah. It is a little bit of concern for the England team, especially that they don't have these like big names, like big
You know,
players.
England are very
taking
lucky
over
that
now.
there's a guy called Joe Root who plays for them.
Yeah.
And they made Anderson retire.
Yeah.
Now
I think Ben Stokes in that kind of, I think his form and fitness was better. I think he was getting better.
yes, exactly.
But before that, he was kind of a passenger in the team. Neither bowls nor bats. Comes
was-
and
he
takes
was-
1 wicket of Rohit Sharma and then celebrates.
No, he was-
India tour, obviously. I mean, right.
Of course.
But
When Ashwin does that overseas, Kingshuk will have a problem.
I
What was he
have a
doing?
problem with Ben
no,
Stokes.
Ben Stokes is like, India tour. Ben Stokes doesn't have to
no,
perform.
he has a problem with
no,
Ben
definitely,
Stokes. He's saying
He
definitely.
can,
Yeah,
he can
like-
sit in the
so
dressing room and
I
claim
think-
himself to be the greatest all-rounder.
Yeah,
Yes, no.
so ODI World Cup, ODI World Cup and India Test Series,
Yeah.
I think Ben Stokes became a massive
See,
liability for that team.
let me say something that I believe. Ben Stokes is not a great all-rounder. It's not to be compared with the likes of Gautam or Flintoff or someone. He's a very good all-rounder. He's one of the very good all-rounders. But don't go to the gold tag and all
Make that point with conviction first, and
Yes,
then we will
exactly,
talk about
exactly.
it. You make that point
So,
with conviction.
No, I am saying that
Straight face,
I
serious
am
tone.
saying Ravindra Jadeja is a better all-rounder than Ben Stokes across all formats. Take it.
Oh,
All formats.
No,
See, then
no.
then
Again,
you're
Akshay,
changing the argument.
you are
We're talking
this is not
about
done.
Test cricket.
Okay, Test cricket. Yes, Test cricket. Yes.
Has
know-
how many hundreds does
See,
does
Ben Stokes
Jaddu
comes
have?
to India. He's a bird watcher on the field. Okay?
Bird watcher.
He doesn't do anything. He can't play
Ben
spin.
Stokes the bird watcher.
He can't play spin. He can't bowl and pick up wickets for fuck's sake.
Jaddu
in India.
can't really bat outside.
Oh,
so
Jaddu can't bat outside.
He can
can't
bat.
really. Can't
can,
Take
he
his
can.
records
He can.
and see what he has done.
Ravindra
in
I
Jadeja,
am more than
Ravindra
willing to do
Jadeja is India's one of the best test cricketers right now.
Had it.
Yeah, he is. I'm not saying so.
Ben Stokes is a
it is
terrific
not a-
cricketer. Great. But don't put him in the likes of the greatest.
No, Ben
don't put him
Stokes-
in the same breath of the greatest.
No, Ben Stokes with his bat. I will tell you one thing. So there is one line which you have to abide. What Ben Stokes as a test batter was sensational till 2021-22. Even ODIs. When he lost his father, and then when he took his mental break, and then when he retired from ODIs, then he came back. He should not have made a comeback for that ODI World Cup first thing. Okay,
with that injury especially.
yeah, because you and Brendan McCullum inspired that England's new test playing style.
Yeah.
Okay, baseball first thing.
Not even comparable Jadeja and Stokes in style.
No, that is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Now Ben
Stokes
Stokes
is so
is a
much
liability.
ahead.
Ben Stokes is a liability. Jadeja has improved in the past 3-4 years. Jadeja was a very poor cricketer before 2019. That is what I think. After 2019, in the pandemic era also, after the pandemic happened, Jadeja has improved miles and bits as a test batter. As a bowler, he used to do his job in India. Overseas also, we used to play him because he can bat, he can bowl and he can field well. And he has done very good with the bat in the past 3-4 years. Whereas Ben Stokes has gone down in the last 2 years.
No, my point is.
So
don't
Ben Stokes
compare-
has
There's no
gone down.
comparisons. There's no comparisons.
there is. I mean,
I'm not
argumentatively
comparing
there
Jadeja
is.
And see, I'm saying don't put Ben Stokes in the league of greats.
He's much better than Jadeja though.
Your take, you can have it.
No, Ben Stokes was much better than
So
Jadeja.
one of the things that issues is with that thing is that I agree that Ben Stokes hasn't done much with the bat, but I think he has that Misbah syndrome now, where he hangs back,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
when
I think-
everybody is down, he decides to unleash. I think it was the Headingley Test, not the Headingley Test, the second or the
This
third
happened in
test.
India also, Hyderabad test, he did it.
Completely.
Hyderabad Test mein to wahi, that's what I'm saying. He's gotten into that syndrome where he waits for too long. That
And you know what?
That 177 Ben Stokes, you could see him being aggressive
And you know
from
what,
the
what
center
I
of.
believe? Having Ben Stokes as a wicketkeeper, he's a very good wicketkeeper, but he's not a good batter. Having
No,
Ben
he's not.
Stokes,
He's a
When
specialist wicketkeeper.
when did they last have Ben Stokes? No.
he played in India.
Here. So they carry him for the spin tours
Yes, exactly.
because he's that fast.
Now they've got a young cricketer, I think. What is his name?
India also.
Oh, that
He's
kid,
a very
yeah,
good, very
yeah,
good,
yeah,
very
He's
good.
been doing very well.
He
India
might
also,
help.
India
He
also
might
did
help.
that with Vridhiman Saha and Rishabh.
Overseas,
But once they tried Rishabh in Indian conditions, they had to give him that
Spot.
exposure, right?
Yes.
Otherwise, you are never going to become, that good. But Rishabh grabbed that opportunity like anything. which
But
is a
why
good
are we
thing.
talking about England? England are not
No, I
making
think
it
England
at
are
all.
ruled out. Yeah. England are
Complete
ruled out.
nine out of
I
nine,
think
no
the-
chance.
The very bright chances are with India and Australia.
And
Sri
South
Lanka.
Africa.
South Africa can sneak
South
through.
Africa, how so?
South Africa have
Who
to
are South
win-
Africa
see,
playing?
South Africa have 6 tests left,
Yeah.
and they have to win 5 of them.
Yeah.
And 2 of them against Bangladesh away from home, 2 of them against Sri Lanka at home, and 2 versus Pakistan at home.
Sri
is a
Lanka have a
possibility.
knack of putting out worldies in South Africa.
Yes.
So that is a question that you always have. And in Bangladesh, you never know. Bangladesh are a sneaky team, yaar. I'm telling you. They are going to be, if they can, they might be that next dominating team at home.
Yeah, if Pakistan can actually win all their home tests,
Which
they
is
have
never going to
9
happen.
tests, they are playing 7 at home. They can go through. But
I
that
told
provided-
you, Pakistan last won a test at home. It was 2021.
And one off after losing
Okay,
some
since
7
2021,
tests.
Yeah,
let me
my
put it-
arguments have been very great.
Let
today.
me let me put it to perspective. Since
Yeah.
2021, we have played 2 WTC finals. India have been part of both. We have lost both. In the next 6 months, we are going to play another WTC final.
One of the excuses that I think, not excuses, one of the reasons that Shan Masood gave that we don't do very well in Pakistan home because we have only been playing for 7 years. The rest of the teams have been playing for 50 years. Domestic क्या West Indies में जाके खेला आप लोग? But where did you play? Where did you grow up?
Some of their dominant
No,
wins have also
Sharma
come
grew up in
Pakistan.
London. Sharma grew up in London.
Oh, yeah.
He's talking about himself. He does not. So,
Durham,
What is that
Leicestershire.
kind of
do you know,
argument? yaar?
Shan Mashood there's a very system in Pakistan cricket. He's called a Gora captain in Pakistan.
Why is he a
Because
Gora
he can speak English fluently. He's got very good communication skills, but he does not understand Pakistan domestic cricket.
Acha.
That is what they say. I am not saying this. I
At
have.
the end of the 9 tests, we'll see.
The problem is that the selectors need to understand Pakistan domestic cricket better so that Shan Masood can do his job as a
But they
captain.
picked a good domestic pacer for this test, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mohammad Ali. But too much of, as in, let's see what happens. 2 exciting test series starting from Wednesday. Pakistan taking on Bangladesh at home. Bangladesh also have a point to prove. They came early to Pakistan to train because of what was happening in their country. Shakib's comeback. He played against Sri Lanka, but the coach Hathur Singh said that he has consulted eye specialists and he's batting better now. Hopefully that promises to be an exciting series.
Shakib needs to consult career specialists, not eye specialists.
I am very excited because we have seen too much white ball cricket in the past 1 year.
Yeah.
Now, in the next 6 months, each team will try to give its best performance. 12 test series, 2 spots, India, Australia favorites.
But what will happen in the precursor? That
And-
Border-Gavaskar.
And
Everybody
yes,
has been
exactly.
talking about that.
And the Border-Gavaskar trophy. So Nathan Lyon comes out and said, we have to win this. For the last 10 years, we have been trying to win it. We have not been able to win. Yes, it's their homeland. And whatever has happened in the past, it does not matter. I'm telling you, it does not matter. Because India is going to feel a very young unit. Virat Kohli is going to be there, but Virat Kohli has not been in the best of forms in Test cricket. Okay, Rohit Sharma's overseas form is questionable because apart from that England Test 100, he has not done much. In South Africa, he did not do much. India as a team, let's see, because it's going to be a young setup.
Yeah.
Shubman Gill batting at number 3. You had Pujara in both those test tours.
Big hole to fill.
And Pat Cummins, with what he did in India, he silenced every Indian in Ahmedabad 19th November. He will be expecting India to come out with more firepower and he would like to make them quiet in Australia too.
Who do you think are favourites? As in, like, Ricky Ponting says Australia are going to win 3-1.
Ricky Ponting talks bullshit. Because what Ricky Ponting...
a Delhi Capitals fan after years of
No, Ricky Ponting...
after years of
7 years of staying silent, sort of has spoken up.
I'll tell you what. Ricky Ponting, till the time he had an IPL contract, he will say, okay, this Indian team is going to challenge Australia. This Indian team is going to challenge Australia. Now when he does not have a contract, he wants a contract, IPL contract. But he's a patriot Australian. Oh, Australia are going to blow India away. What on earth are you talking about? I understand Australia have a very good pace unit. All for that. Joe Selwood, Mitchell Stark, Pat Cummins, even spinner. What about your batting unit? What? Because your batting line is thin.
Yeah.
And Indian bowling unit. Are you undermining Indian bowlers?
Yeah.
Ravi Shastri was right when he came out and said, India have beaten Australia twice. When did Australia last won a test series against India? 2014. So India are the favourites. Not the overwhelming favourites, but India have that slight edge.
And imagine, like, turn of the decade, we were, like, when I was growing up, Australia's coming.
Yes.
Australia is coming. It's like they'll, wake you up from the sleep, slap you, and then make you cry the whole night. It was like that.
But
And
King Shuk, I'm sorry for interrupting you. King Shuk, before the podcast started, he said, I am all for Australia winning this BGT, but please India win the WTC final.
No, I am definitely saying true to that.
Okay.
What, do you want your BGT domination or do you want to win
I want
bloody
both. I want both.
ICC trophy?
I want both.
Ideally, you want both, obviously.
But
Why
now,
not?
Everyone came out and said that India are not winning a ICC title. The day they win one, they will go on a run of winning.
Yeah.
This was exaggerated according to me because
sure.
this does not happen until unless you are Australia.
Yeah, there's no logic to it, right?
Until unless you are Australia. Because Australians have that mindset. If you win one, you win second also.
Australia also carry
But
that
I think
team. We're not carrying it.
Let's not count out Rohit Sharma's mindset when it comes to that. He has been serially winning IPL titles.
Okay.
And that one trophy was missing. He lost the World Cup final. We still were the better team until the final. Until the final in 2023 ODI World Cup. And you have now gone past that barrier.
Yeah.
You know what it takes. And you can never doubt these champions. Are you saying that Rohit is any lesser than Ricky Ponting when he played?
That is what I like about tests and this whole WTC setup. Like you said, ODI World Cup final, we were the better team in the run-up. Only on that one day we were not.
Yeah.
Test, you have to be the best team
No.
most of the days. Why not?
When New Zealand won the World Test Championship final in 2021, were they the best team throughout the cycle?
No,
Not the
it's
cycle,
not
the
about
match,
cycling.
the
It's not about
match. Out of the 5 days, you have to be,
Yeah.
at least 3 days, you have to be the best team in the... and then you win. Kaam khatam.
To put it simple, you need to win more sessions to win the test match.
Simple.
As simple as that.
Yeah.
And this Indian team,
And that is what cricket is, right?
You
That is
know,
how fair
adding to
cricket
his
is.
point, like to just read newspaper headlines that Australia last won a test series against India in 2014. It's just feeling
It's
surreal.
an-
10 years ago.
And you
It's
know
an
what?
aura.
10 years ago,
I
when
think
VVS Lakshman hit the 281, each of us,
24 years ago. 23 years ago.
Yeah, each was
10 years you thought.
23
You
years
thought
ago.
10 years, it's
10
20 years.
Yeah,
23
few
years.
years ago. 23 years ago, I was still in school. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was listening to it, the scores on radio.
On radio, yeah.
Question
on
Akashvani
radio.
pe.
But that felt, winning a test match, winning a session,
At
someone
home.
hitting a double hundred
At home, it felt
itself
like,
was,
oh my God, we
yeah.
have won. What
We
else?
didn't even know what would happen in the next innings. But
Yes.
Lakshman scoring those runs, that partnership, avoiding the follow-on and getting so much lead felt so special.
And now we kind of know that
you
we
have-
will get it.
Yeah, now you have 3 Australian top-class cricketers cribbing that India probably, we haven't won against them. It's been too long. Now it's time to right the wrongs. This feels special.
You know what I am more excited about is last 2 test shows of Australia, Ravi Shastri was the head coach.
Yeah.
Rahul Dravid did not face Australia in Australia as head coach.
Yeah.
Now Gautam Gambhir as your head coach
Yeah.
and Mohan Bagan is your bowling coach.
Yeah.
Because whatever you say, Paras Mahabre is bowling as a coach tenure.
Credentials, yeah.
I was not very impressed with whatever the Pacers did in that tenure, especially in Test cricket, overseas Test cricket, because teams chase down 350 against us.
Yeah.
Now,
You exactly, as in like, yes, you're from the outside, it might look like, Paras Mamre might not have done a good job, but we don't know what.
yes, exactly. I'm not
in
blaming
specific-
him.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just talking about what happened.
how it clicked. Yeah.
Yeah.
When Ravi Shastri
Now-
was, go on.
Morne Markle, because I am not sure what will happen, but I have seen his success as a bowling coach in LSG. He has given too many fast bowlers to LSG.
Yeah.
Yes, they are domestic cricketers, but to make those game plans and to use the bowlers according to the conditions.
Yeah.
Now this Indian side, if Shami is fit, Shami, Bumrah, Siraj.
Yes.
And then you might have Arshdeep also.
Yeah, the talks are going that there might be a left arm pacer, Khalil or Arshdeep.
If you have to pick a left arm pacer, I'll go for Arshdeep over Khalil.
Unless you play him in India, in the Indian conditions, don't take him overseas. He will invariably get injured and we will be put in a muck.
And it's a 5-test series. Keep that
It's
in
a
mind. You
very
can't
long
do away-
series.
You
First-
can't do with 3 pacers.
Yeah, you can't
You
do
need to
pacers.
rotate your pacers.
Yes. So I am very excited to see how Gambhir, Rohit and Morne Markle do against the likes of Pat Cummins and Andrew McDonald.
And I also
I-
wonder...
I specifically want if there is a chance of playing Morkel there.
Yeah.
I mean,
Maybe
You want
Markle
that
puts a
height.
mask off.
yeah. No, but
Siraj.
touch wood. We are not.
At some point of time, you're going to argue this only, that is this Morne Markle bowling in somebody's bodysuit or whatever.
Yeah.
But, the most exciting thing for me will be like, this will be one of my cricketers that I don't like much. Not like much, but
Gambhir.
I'm very okay about him. That it's possibly going to be his swan song in this Australia tour, Ashwin. So, as much as pacers are important in Australian conditions, I think spinners are the ones that, pave a way for them to hit
absolutely.
the correct areas. So, I don't like Ashwin that much in terms of Test cricket overseas, especially. But I really hope that he does really, really well so that, makes a mark for himself, that he is the top 3
You didn't
bowlers
watch
of all
BGT
time.
last time, right?
Arre,
That's the problem.
overseas.
No,
he's
mein,
talking about
I don't-
overseas.
MCG
Yeah.
test. Did you watch it?
No, yeah. Obviously, no. Performances are there, but there aren't in the bulk outside of home, is what I'm saying.
So you are saying Ashwin as
That is what I'm saying, that I don't hate Ashwin. I'm okay about him. The way he bowls, the tactics he pulls, the antics he does. I'm not a very big fan of them. He's an exceptional bowler and an exceptional batter in whatever format that he has played the game in. I just hope that he signs off on a note where I can smile at him.
But there has to be a more rounded bowling plan from this time. Gambhir has a big task in hand. Like playing 4 tests in Australia itself was a task. At the end of the series, we might lose bowlers to injuries and all that. And 5 tests, so much media pressure. This time, the Australians are going to come hard at you because they know that if they lose.
Batter नहीं है भाई, कहाँ से कम hard आएगा?
No, at least the media with all that, what can be done.
Media is the 6th batter for them.
12th
No, that
man.
is what Australian media and English media. They bat for a team better than what Ben Stokes, Joe Root or Steve Smith or they have done over the past 5-6 tours of India.
If that much slack the Pakistan media or the Indian media cuts for their respective teams, They'll be well placed. But to be frank, you need to have a concerted plan, and it's going to be very, very, very challenging for Gautam Gambhir. His first assignment. Let's not forget that he has not coached any senior national team at that level or any club team also at that level. Ravi Shastri worked as a Team India manager for so many years.
That's also there.
That 2014 series, if you looked at it, we lost it 2-1, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
But there were signs of India, playing more fearless cricket. After watching what Dhoni did in 2011, 2012, and even 2014, where we were blanked overseas, left, right, and centre, to see that attitude come out and fight that Adelaide Test, we're about to win that, chasing 360 odd runs, I think, in the last
How can you forget
on the
that?
last day, and we fought fire with fire, and that's when Ravi Shastri and Virat Kohli started forming that bond.
Making a comeback out of 36 all out is nuts, man.
Yeah, that
My
was
lord,
something.
that's character.
Yeah, that was that
Still get
Ajinkya Rahane
goosebumps.
100. Even if you watch it now, even if you're at the lowest mood, you will be.
And like you're talking about, Ashwin taking body blows from the Pacers.
Vihari, don't
Vihari
forget
taking
Vihari.
body blows from the Pacers.
Pujara, Ashwin,
Yes,
Bihari.
Puja, he mentioned that the biggest change in the Indian lineup is going to be the number 3 rock.
Yeah.
And
Can
that-
Shubmal stand up to that?
And that is not even a skill quotient at that point,
No.
right? It's mental.
Of course.
Thanks for bringing that Shuman thing up. The two players that I'm really worried about is Shreyas and Rishabh. Rishabh, because I think they cut him so much slack in that series. They would go full to him and start attacking him late. And I wonder if this time they just go short at him from the very first ball.
Yeah.
And because I think that Rishabh is not at, like fitness wise, he's not at his very, very best. And obviously we don't know how he will react.
Is Rishabh going to be your keeper for the test series? Or
Yeah.
Who else is there?
Reward Dhruv Jurel.
No. Dhruv Jurel is going to be a second choice keeper.
And we might have to put him at some point also, Jurel.
But
Yeah.
I want Jurel to play every test match. I want that fighter in my team. I want him.
And
you
we
know-
drop him. Kananu
KL
Rahul.
Why not?
Together at the same time.
KL Rahul hate has already started.
Not
Poor
hate.
guy.
Not hate.
The home season hasn't started.
KL Rahul, he made his debut in Australia in 2013.
He only likes
Fine.
Morny Merkel from
Okay.
that team.
11 years down the line, you are still fighting for your position in the test team. Where are you? What have you done, my friend?
Yeah.
I can remember 3 great knocks from KL Rahul in his entire
Saurav,
test career.
don't call me friend if I'm not one.
I'm not against KL Rahul, but I am for giving young cricketers a chance. KL Rahul also got a chance.
Yeah.
Now these cricketers should get a chance. And they have proved themselves
Yeah.
when KL Rahul was not there. So why remove them? Why not reward them?
So early predictions. Let's before
Too early to make any prediction.
That's
We'll
how
have
you
that's
predict.
the whole point of
Yeah.
predicting.
I'm very happy. I was very happy when I read articles of Nathan Levin, Pat Cummins talking about that. test series.
Hazelwood also.
Hazelwood,
Yeah.
which gives me an idea that Australians are planning.
Ah.
They are planning things.
Yeah. Pat Cummins has taken a 3-week or 4-week break.
8-week,
8-week
2-month break.
Yes.
So
8-week break to prepare for that series.
yes,
I think just in whatever memo he's written,
Hmm.
just instead of week, just write month so that it doesn't play either the
no, I want
BGT
him to,
or the
I want him to play
WDC.
BGT.
Yeah.
I want him to play BGT. I want him to lose BGT.
इतना हल्के में मत लो Pat
No,
Cummins
I'm
को
not.
भाई.
You know
no
what I'm
one's-
saying.
no
You know
one's-
what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Pat
Otherwise,
Cummins-
you know
Pat
what will
Cummins-
happen. Otherwise, you know what will happen. Some people will crib that
Because
Warner was not
Australians-
there.
Let
Smith
them.
was not there.
Let them.
That's
No.
when you won the
Let
first
them.
BGT.
I want Pat Cummins to be there. I want him to be at his best. And I want him to beat Australia when he is at his best.
When has he been at his worst in test?
Yeah.
I can't remember when the last time
Yes,
when
he was at his best and he lost the series
Yeah.
Where?
against India. He was
When?
part of the last BGT. Where was
Acha,
he?
there, that side
Yeah.
BGT. No, Pat Cummins was sensational in
Yeah,
that
but
series.
he lost the series. I want it
Nuts.
again to happen. Because I want that, because some people like King Shuk, they have this notion, Pat Cummins is the best bowler. He is bullshit.
Yes.
He is bullshit.
Yeah.
Joe Selu is a better test bowler than Pat Cummins will ever be.
They're equal,
that's
close,
very-
but
yeah.
like
And
for
Bumrah is 10 times
me,
better than
Cummins
both
is
these.
better. Who?
Bumrah is 10 times better than both of these.
Probably.
You will see.
Probably. I'm
Okay.
not.
So, if series predictions,
Yeah.
5 test match, India 3-1.
I was going to say 3-1, but I don't want to say 3-1 now. Should I say 4-1? I'll go 4-1 because I think the batting is shambolic.
India for Australia.
Yes. I'm telling you, their bowlers are going to give India batters hell.
Yes,
but
exactly.
my problem is that every time India goes to Australia, the pitches seem to be drab. every other series that some other team plays, it's going to be a green track helping fast bowlers and whatnot. But for India, whenever they play, they are either so scared of our bowlers that they won't give them green, or it is a middle ground that they find for, providing sporting pitches. So I think we can survive them, but they can't survive us. 4-1 India.
What do you think, Akshay?
I think it's 3-1.
For India.
He said,
Australia 3-India.
oh!
I don't see this team as
We
in
have
I don't.
reverse jinxing start only from
I
now.
have a feeling that
If
India,
you are not going to reverse jinx, give you your honest prediction just for this episode.
to make it a little closer, I'm saying Australia winning this series, but 3-2. I'm not expecting results in all the tests. That's also there.
Result
I think it's a
bantai,
long series, and you need a lot of things to go right. I don't know whether it'll go right. I think Australia might edge it.
Okay, let's see.
So 3-2 Australia,
3-1 India.
3-1 India, 4-1 India.
4-1 India's gonna backfire. That's for sure.
I'm
Let's
going
see,
to
let's
go.
see.
I'm
You
going to
want
play
your
fire
predictions?
with
We give
fire.
you predictions.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
3-1. I'm only not giving 3-1 because he gave 3-1. So my prediction was 3-1.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
he's
then
already given 3-1. So why not do something different? 2 test Australia winning with that batting lineup, not happening.
You still have Travis Head, Marnus
Travis
Labuschagne.
Head.
Who is Manas Labuschagne? Manas Labuschagne was one of my favorite batters till even 2 years back. Look at what he's done after that. And
Manas
just
Labuschagne cannot play R. Ashwin in Australia.
just on his, he can't play any of the other bowlers. Just on his name, he has survived.
Yeah.
Manas Labuschagne was one of the best young batters in the world. From there, we are at a point when we say only brave batters survive the first 50 balls of Test cricket.
And
That is where we are at.
I just hope that our Indian pacers shine. We trouble Khawaja, we get him out, and find a way to get dismissed Travis Head, which we haven't done in a ICC tournament
Travis
final.
Head is not my problem. My problem is Mitchell Marsh. He comes down lower and
That
lower.
entire middle order is the problem. Marsh, Green, Head.
Yeah.
That is your core now.
Who's
Because
the keeper? Carey only. No?
Alex Carey.
Alex Carey. Yeah.
JFM को भी ला देगा. JFM को opening लाओ यार.
Yeah.
Chilao,
Actually,
JFM को opening लाओ यार.
मजा आएगा भाई.
Actually, they can put. You're comparing JFM to Warner so much. Warner was a white ball bull before he
format
became
legend.
All
No,
format legend.
before he became a Test cricketer.
Ah.
He apparently spoke to Virender Sehwag. Sehwag told him, "Go and do what you're doing in the white ball format."
And he did
They
what
say,
he was doing.
That's how it should be. But the sledging room itself is heating up. I'm saying Ben Stokes is not among the greats. Saurabh going to another level, saying Pat Cummins is shit. So
No,
it's
Pat Cummins is
just,
not shit. I never said that.
You
I
kind of said it though, didn't you?
I said Pat Cummins is not the best Australian bowler,
Yeah.
and he's
Josh
not better than
Hazlewood
Bumrah.
is it, yeah.
That's what I said.
Yeah. Pat
Bumrah
Cummins-
versus Cummins.
He said Josh Hazlewood is better than Pat Cummins.
Josh Hazlewood is the best Australian pacer.
Yeah.
Pat Cummins is number 2, and Mitchell Starc is shit.
And Kingshuk saying that India will
Stark
win 4-1.
is going to be a
Some
very big
outlandish
thing,
statements made in this
already.
Yeah,
And that's how it should
The
be.
test season is
This
moving up.
season is,
Yes.
the tempers will flare. Even if,
Yes.
imagine Bangladesh using their 2 spinners, rolling over Pakistan. Imagine how much fun we are going to have the next week when we come back for sledging room. But at the same
How
time,
much fun Saurav gonna have? 40 minutes just Saurav monologue.
40 minutes. also-
Dogodi.
But from tomorrow it starts and we'll all be tuned in. And there is Paralympics as well, where we'll come up with a little bit more of Olympic tales. And we have some interviews lined up. Hopefully, it happens over the next few weeks. Thanks for joining us. But if you do have your feedback on what you heard in the last 40 minutes about the precursor to the last leg of the World Test Championship, please do send in your feedback on 8588 966 996. You can also email us on pods@indiatoday.com. If you're listening to us on Spotify and Google Podcast or Apple Podcast, please do rate us. And if you're watching us on YouTube, like we always say, please leave your comment. Have a great weekend. Thank you.